What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know, your favorite Damu from the Fruits. And we got the homegirl in the building.
Hey, it's your girl Queen, and I'm here to have fun with you guys.
And today we're going to be talking about gang experience, gang.
And then for the ladies out there that's mothers, we can throw in some little motherly questions, or if you feel like you do anything wrong, there's really no right or wrong answers or questions you can ask. But if you want to know someone else's experience, then I can share little thoughtful things with you guys.
Right, because she's a parent. Y'all know I'm not. I'm going to have to keep reminding y'all and keep saying that. You know,
Right.
I ain't got none yet. I don't know if I am or will or, So, where you born and raised, Queen?
I'm born and raised in Compton, California.
Okay, all right, check that out. 105.
Yes.
Yeah, 105.
Yeah, I come from the side, Wilmington and El Segundo side.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
yeah, born and raised in the front hoods.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you from Front Hood.
Yes.
Is your family from Front Hood?
Yeah, practically a whole family. It's a family gang. Yeah.
Not a family gang.
Family gang.
So you was born into it, basically.
Yes, first it was just affiliation. Then it was just born and raised in somebody already put that title on you. So it's just it went to full-fledged and, might as well. It wasn't like a might as well. I had an option, but not, born and raised in the hood. You don't really get that many options, but I chose to join the gang.
Right, to be around the influence, basically.
Yeah.
The family. You
Yeah.
know, that's what your family was doing, so why not? Shit, it's kind of fuck it. Why not? Might as well.
Right.
You know? What else am I going to do?
Everybody
This is what
thought on
everybody
you
doing.
when they come. They already giving you little hood nicknames and stuff. So, growing into it, going to school, and you going to school with, certain Pyrus or Bloods. So, at that very moment, you got to make your decision.
Oh. What's like high school, junior high, elementary?
It was more middle school.
Okay, junior high, all right.
Yep, it was more middle school going, and that's when I transitioned over to the Watts side. And I realized that, this is not my area. But I was around, the Gray Streets, the PJs, the Haciendas, the Nickersons. So, really, from what I know, I'm the only person in there that's from Compton. Basically, I'm out of bound. So, I had to figure my way out to, continue going to school because, I was living in Nickerson. So, it was an adjustment for me.
I bet it was. Because you was the crib being over there in the blood.
Right.
And I can agree with that. Junior high is definitely when I had to figure out if I was going to go left or if I was going to go right.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I get you.
It wasn't really an opportunity of you really learning, and this was really nothing but gang activities going on. So it's either you in the politic or you getting politicked on.
What? Say it again.
Either you in it or or it's you that's getting politicked on. So
No, for real.
who really want to get politicked on? So you have to be in the politics. You doing stuff. And, you doing, little conniving things to people because you want to prove that, you this gangster, you this, you that. So, you had to do certain little things to prove to the next person so they wouldn't try you.
Right.
Or what you capable of doing.
How would you describe growing up in Watts and Compton? Like going between both?
It's a difference because, no offense, and I hope anybody that's from Watts that's listening to this don't get offended, but in Compton, we endure, potholes and stuff. And then
Not
in
the
Watts,
potholes.
this is the part where it's not the offendment. And in Watts, it's kind of it's this little dingy little look to Watts. It's and it's growing up in Watts, it was always I want to go to my side of the town. I don't want to be over here. I don't like how they get down. I don't like how they this. But at the end of the day, that lets you know how everybody run their hood different. So the transition I was always want to go back to the hood, but it was just I kind of, got into this, start hanging with certain people. This is why I started being cool with, a lot of Bloods and stuff too, because, I had to understand that I'm in their city. I'm in their town.
Okay.
And it just became to, you say who you are, what it is, you stand by that, you become cool with them. Everybody respect the wave that's going on. So the transition was really crazy because I really just always, in my mind, I thought I always had to be in Compton.
Okay.
just to say that I'm from Compton. But when you born and raised somewhere and you go other places, you still Compton.
Right. You still born and raised from there.
That's where you from.
It don't matter.
That's the home.
You can be international, but you from Compton.
Yep.
Yeah, I get
But
you.
Growing up, you don't know that. Like, other
Right.
people be like, go back to Compton. Oh, this ain't how we do it over here. People say little slurs. So that's why that transition was, it was different. So I'm used to being around them but thugs and potholes and stuff.
Not
like,
thugs and potholes.
so
I love it.
yeah, like this all we just know. Compton is just, that's one of the biggest things Compton is known for, the bad potholes. So it's like, not like that. I love our potholes because this is where we come from, but I don't love it when it's fucking with my car.
Right, gotta stay with them new tires.
Yeah,
Fucking with
the
potholes.
potholes keep the enemies out.
Shut up.
Keep them out.
I bet though, because they don't know which way to go.
They don't know which way to go.
Yeah.
They don't know how to go
Getting
over them. So
potholes
yeah,
get jacked up.
we know it.
What's the most traumatic thing you saw growing up?
Without disclosing the name,
Right, right.
I seen.
Don't disclose the name.
I seen somebody get killed,
Okay.
and I had to make that decision. Is this what you gonna be, and this what you gonna do, or is you gonna tell, or is you gonna be the person to make a difference and tell, become a rat? And I'm a kid seeing this, so I quickly have to adjust to, this is what it is. This is what goes on. Stick by the code. And this is around the time when you learn that snitching ain't an option. This is what happens. And that person so happened to tell on someone, and that's what happened. So in front of me, I learned what snitching happened. So
yeah, don't be a tattletale.
Yeah.
You get killed. Basically,
that's the message I learned.
Don't be a tattletale.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it's real life situations going on out here. You can't be playing in these streets. And that was as a kid, a teenager?
Yep, I was about no more than between 13, 14.
Oh, okay. Did you ever have, walking home? I was always in the Crip hoods, me personally, just because of the family. They all Crips, basically.
Right.
And I can remember, coming home, I could see people getting into fights, or my friends would be getting into fights, but I didn't ever have
it
them
haven't
problems.
happened to you.
Yeah, I didn't have them problems. I would definitely have the dudes on some, that bitch is a different one right here. We need a homegirl to try and fuck her up or some shit like that. It was always the niggas, as I'm really thinking.
Never
about
the females.
This shit.
If you know, the tables have turned to females now, but I have endured something like that. And again, just go back to when I was going to Marco Middle School, and we have two bloods. We got the Nickersons and we got the Haitianas, and then I'm going to school with also the PJs and the Gray Streets. I lived in the Nickersons and I hung with the Gray Streets, and it was always a problem because them are two rival enemies. I'm living in this hood and I'm hanging with that hood. But what everybody failed to realize was I'm not from the Nickersons and I'm not from Gray Street. So I felt like, at that moment, by me being from Compton, I could really hang and choose who I want to hang with. But really, I couldn't, but I still did. Okay. So I couldn't walk home with the Nickersons. I felt in my heart that was their time to try to get me and try to, do something to me. So I always caught the dash with the PJs and the Gray Streets, went all the way around in a circle just to get home in the Nixon. Yeah, I seen them, but it's different when you walking home.
Right.
Ain't nobody there to save you, can't stop it. All the kids they gonna insert themselves in it.
They sure is.
I felt that because I had here and there, I always got something said that I'm not gonna just stay hood, but they used to be like, such and such is a such and such lover. And I used to be like, what? It ain't that I'm a daddy lover. It's just them are my friends. And I consider them the niggas some of them I grew up with them too. They were my friend. But it was just like, you know, when you get in school, you start hanging with different, you know, different people. I wasn't exposed to the LA and Watts hood until we moved to LA and Watts. Right. So all I knew was Compton. And all I thought gangbanging was only in Compton, but you don't know that as a kid because this is all you in front of. So when you move to somebody else's city and town in they hood, you learn that there's a lot of hoods. Yeah, and it's different from where you coming from.
Right.
And it's way bigger than what you think.
What? No, for real.
I got politics though.
I bet the fuck you did.
I got politics though. Moral of the story. They politics on me.
Is gangbanging the same as when it was first introduced to you, or like when you first joined?
From now and then, absolutely not. I can remember a time I used to be so in love with going to the hood because I loved the activities that was going on. Not the activities where, you know, it was when they doing bad stuff. It was times where we all gather around. We having picnics. Everybody having fun. We just, you know, homies shooting dice. And everybody just getting along until that one pop shot come. It's the other side. But nowadays, it's not the same because they put anybody on. They don't know the hood history. They don't even know why we beef with this person. They don't even know the history of that beef, where it started from, the day it started. And reminds you, this beef been going on before I was even born. But I got educated on why we beef with them. I didn't just start dissing they hood because that was a hood thing. Once I learned our history and the beef and what happened, it was like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, you know, we beef with them because such and such this happened. I see a lot of people get put on the hood and they already be saying on the dead homies this, on that. But it's like, do you know that dead homie? Do you know what that dead homie did for this hood? Right. For you to just be using their name so loosely like that? And lying on the same time. And lying.
Because they basically...
Yeah, you just got put on 2 days ago and you could put it on dog. Like, nah, it don't work like that. And it be some homies be more touching to your heart when you hear other people use their name and you know they lying. And that's what come with one of the homies' dog, because that's my sister baby daddy, that's my niece daddy, and I know you don't know him because he got killed when I was a kid, and you wasn't around. Right. So how you using his name like that? So it's most definitely not the same. This era, just to say it, is full of nothing but lean head, Hollis head. And, you know, breaking and entering into people's houses.
Not breaking and entering.
And, you know, and full of, you know, that like to have their ass out. That's what this generation is full of. Like, you know, I used to, still to this day, I still talk to OGs because, you know, they still give you that wise. They still give you that, you know, that back in the day feel when you're around your OGs. And this is why that's why they got that name, OG. They've been here longer than we have. They seen it. They experienced it. And, you know, it's never too late to learn nothing.
Do you feel like it's favoritism with you because your family is from there?
You know what's so crazy? I can say yes and I can say no and I can explain why. I can say yeah because the person going to tread lightly. Okay. When they trying to fuck with me because of the history. Like, remind you, my mom have 12 kids. We, you know, only 2 of us... Well, only 2 of them that's not from the hood, and the rest of us are. So it's like fucking with one, you have to fuck with all. Yeah. But and then when I say no, is when I say it's no favoritism because it's like when I had a fight with one of the homegirl, I felt like all the favoritism was on her because they felt like she was this type of person and she was this and that. That. I felt like a lot of people betted on that fight and
wanted you to lose.
Yeah. And you know, when that time came, everybody was against me because basically a lot of people didn't like me because I ran my own program. So that's why I say yeah, no, people when I say yeah, probably a little bit of favoritism because they don't want to get into it with the whole family, and then when I say no, when I'm actually in the situation, they be, you know, like, you know, basically praising on me.
Okay. Using it to their advantage.
And to their advantage because it ain't like so much they like the other homegirl, but they liking her now because they don't like me and they want her to win the fight against me. But, you know, when it don't happen like that, they be mad because in their mind they feeling like them bitches are untouchable.
Do you have any kids?
I have one. I had her this year. So I'm a new mommy.
But If she was like, "Mommy, I'm following in your footsteps. I'm finna
That's
be
not
from the front
happening.
hood."
That's not happening.
This is the family tradition. This is what we
And
doing.
and again,
what's going on.
You cannot.
She
Your
Lil
kid
Queen.
has a, yeah.
She can't be Lil Queen.
No, she can't. She could be Lil Queen in the world. As far as that's a title, because it was a name that was given for me, and I used it wrong by when I put it into the gang world.
Okay.
And that name was given to me because somebody looked at me and felt like I was a queen. And this is the name I have everybody calling me from a queen. Like, so she could be Lil Queen,
but not.
But I stand for a lot of stuff now other than gangbanging. So when that name, so that name just don't speak loudly for a gang. It speak loudly as the woman that I am today and what I stand for and what I do. My daughter, I can really say my daughter finna be 9 months. I never took her over there.
Okay.
She don't even realize that she been to Compton by driving through, but never stopped.
Right. She ain't been in the hood, at the park, at the trap, at the none of that.
No, I'm
the
trying
function,
to.
the hood day, the birthday party. This whoop de whoop.
I'm trying to break that because, I want, when we have kids, we don't want our kids to follow our footsteps. And a lot of parents be on the mind frame of thinking, like, if they do it, they might as well be under me. No, we have to try everything in the world and everything in our power to break that. And then if she do if she do get in those type of activities, I can say that she 50% cut off from me.
Not cut off.
Yeah, because I'm not raising no gang member. Like, I'm not. And it's like, and she really don't have a choice to join. She really have a choice not to join the gang because she don't live in that type of environment in the activities in the household with us. She don't hear me saying on crib, on comment. She don't hear me talking like that. I don't talk like that in front of my daughter. I don't have homies and homegirls come to my house. So she's seeing this. She not exposed to that. She exposed to a household with her and her mom. And I mean, with her mom, and her dad. It's just the three of us. So she coming from a family. She not coming from a broken home to where she feel like she have to go do this. But again, that's speaking into the future. We'll never know what the future holds. But right now, she ain't coming from that.
Right. Her influence ain't the same as yours.
It ain't.
Have you seen that video that was going around on the internet with them girls that was fighting in Walmart with the babies in their pouches?
Yes, I seen that.
I was one of them?
No, I was disturbed by that because the baby could have got hurt more than anybody.
Right.
These two babies was in front of y'all. As y'all swinging, she could have moved. The mother could have moved her head, and that mother could have hit the baby, struck the baby.
And vice versa.
The strap could have fell off.
Oh, yeah.
Because hitting it and fighting it and moving. So, no, I'm not that type of mom. Now, don't get it wrong. I will fight, but if my child there, I'm going to feel disrespected to the 10th level. So, and I feel like a lot of people should have that respect. If somebody with a child or anything, it should be do a pass.
Right.
Like, and I know a lot of people don't feel that way, but what does this child have to do with what her mother or her father did? She has nothing to do with that. She ain't out here knowing what they're doing. So I didn't like how they was fighting with their kids. Now, I don't know if the situation was that intense to the point y'all had to fight with your kids, but I feel like you should have walked away from that and let it go.
I need to find that video and post it. That was some real hood shit.
I feel like they should have let it go.
Can you describe pregnancy?
Everybody's pregnancy was different, and mine was complicated.
Okay.
I had my daughter a month early due to preeclampsia. I was, a high-risk pregnancy, and, I gained a lot of weight during that pregnancy. I developed a lot of headaches. I developed a lot having that pregnancy, and my pregnancy became horrible to me because, I was dealing with a death in my family that happened during that time. I spent over a month in the hospital. So my daughter was, supposed to be premature, but she beat that deadline. So it was a lot going through the pregnancy. Some people might have it easy. Some people might have it bad. But I was one of the ones that had a bad pregnancy.
And what about the labor pains themselves?
I had an epidural, but I felt some of it, but it was more pressure.
You had a natural or C-section?
I had her natural, but I had the epidural shot. So when as she was coming out, I didn't feel the actual pain. I just felt the pressure of the pain. And the pressure of the pain hurt too. So imagine how the actual pain feel.
Have you ever left her in the car? You know how people be leaving their kids in the car and going to the store, going to work, going in the house.
I would honestly have to answer this, and it's an honest God truth. I never left my daughter in the car. Because you know why? You never know who sees, who's out there, who's looking. You can even be running into the store and your intention is to be running back out. That's a form of neglect.
It is, but I'm like, some of these people be
and
having
their intentions be just
3,
like
4
this.
kids, yeah.
No, you can't.
And they done thought they dropped them all off at
law.
school, and then left one of them in the car. Like, okay, well, do you see how it's possible?
So the one in the car without knowing?
Uh-huh.
It's possible, but that still falls under the line of being irresponsible and neglect, because you should know there's this program and it's a law as a thing. No child left behind.
Yeah. We speaking on California.
Yeah,
so don't
no
come
child
further
left,
yeah,
so it's no child left behind. So as a parent and all your kids getting out of school, getting out the car to go to school, and one might be asleep, it's your duty to make sure that your kids are all going to school and get into the school. So at that very moment, you should have noticed that one was missing.
Really checked off seats.
Make sure all was missing. Yeah, so it still falls under the neglect. Yeah, sometimes it's a mindful that we might forget, but when it comes to kids, it's no forgetting, because when we go to court about this, they're not going to care about that.
Do you want any more kids?
I do want to give her a brother, but my pregnancy was so complicated to the point it scares me. So I don't think right now would be the option. I don't think right now is going to happen.
Okay, that's out. That's out.
Not right now.
Just right now, that's out.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's no? Yeah. Do you feel like parenting is a job? Would you say it's a job?
I absolutely will not say it's a job, because we had a choice to have that child.
Oh, so you were ready. Would you say you was ready when you found out you was pregnant?
Yep, because I made that decision to have her. So I had no choice. Right then and there, Mom, when I made that decision to say, I'm going to keep my baby, I had signed up for the responsibilities behind it, regardless if I wasn't ready or not, if this was my first time.
Right, this is happening.
So get on board.
What? That was Queen, ladies and gentlemen, from the front hood, from Compton, you know.
It was nice chatting with you guys, and I hope you guys learned a lot from this interview.
I hope they
If
did
not, it's always more. It's always different people you can learn from, but everything in life is a learning experience, and everything in life has a expiration date. Everything in life has a side effect, so be mindful of that.
I didn't forgot what I was going to name this episode. When I play it back to listen to it, I'm going to catch the name, because you said something that was funny, and that's going to be the damn name. But this is that. And this your girl, Lady Scrap. The Hood Chicks. Hit me up, Hood Chicks 35@gmail for your interview. Follow the Hood Chicks if you already don't. Like, subscribe, click the link in bio, repost. It ain't hurting, it's free. All of this shit is free. You watching what I do anyway. I'm just playing, but I'm really not, though. Hit your girl up. Follow.